This evening, British Airways launches twice-weekly flights to Guyana. 21-year-old man allegedly murdered in Port Kaituma, suspect in custody. Over 100 Region 3 residents receive cement and steel subsidies. In the region, Ecuador landslide, at least 7 killed in city of ALAUSI. And internationally, U.S. aircraft carrier USS Nimitz joins military drills in South Korea. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Updates. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, British Airways has launched its twice-weekly flights to Guyana via the St. Lucia route. On Monday, the long-anticipated British Airways flight Boeing 777 aircraft touched down at the Jainandan International Airport Temeri for the official launch. The aircraft can carry up to 332 passengers. Introducing the flights presents many opportunities for Guyana, including those for additional partnership. Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Wanij Waldron, said that this government's priority is connecting the world to Guyana. The direct flights are prefaced by visa-free travel to the United Kingdom announced late last year. This move to further strengthen government-to-government and people-to-people relations allows Guyanese to visit the UK for up to 180 days or 6 months without requiring a visitor's visa. The launch of British Airways flight marks a transformative step in strengthening the relationship between the United Kingdom and Guyana. It further enhances the country's connectivity to the Caribbean and the rest of the world. Let's switch gears and talk about the police investigations into the alleged murder of a 21-year-old man in Port Kaituma, Northwest District during the early hours of this morning. Dead is Shimron Benjamin, a port knocker of Quarry Top, Port Kaituma, Northwest District. Inquiries revealed that just past midnight, Benjamin was last seen alive, imbibing with a 17-year-old suspect, and both of them appear to have been intoxicated. Around 1 a.m. this morning, a farmer observed the victim lying motionless in the grass with blood on his head about 30 feet away from his home. The farmer immediately informed the Amerindian Tushao of 4 Mile Village, Northwest District, who transported the victim to Port Kaituma District Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. The body was examined and it was observed that his head was bashed in. The body is at the Port Kaituma District Hospital mortuary, pending a post-mortem examination. Police have found a piece of rock with a reddish substance suspected to be blood at the scene. The 17-year-old suspect was arrested around 8 a.m. this morning as investigations are ongoing. In other news, over 100 residents of Region 3 have received steel and cement subsidies from the Ministry of Housing and Water to assist them in building their homes. The beneficiaries expressed their gratitude to the government for the initiative and share their excitement about being able to start building their homes. The Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Crowell, and the CEO of Central Housing and Planning Authority, Sherwin Greaves, led the distribution process. The initiative aims to help home builders fast-track and cushion infrastructure costs and inject over $43 million into the region's economy. The program will benefit at least 2,500 persons in the initial phase, with 500 helping in the first batch. The government has invested billions of dollars in infrastructure works such as roads, networks, bridges, culverts, electricity, and water networks in housing schemes to reduce the backlogs of approximately 14,000 allocations. Meanwhile, the construction of the first 154 low-income homes has begun in Region 3 as well, with completion of the first 20 to 32 bedroom flats due to be handed over by the end of the week. The $5.5 million homes are part of a broader project to build 500 affordable homes in the area, with funding provided through a Memorandum of Understanding signed between the Central Housing and Planning Authority and the Republic Bank. The project aims to provide low-income individuals with the opportunity to own their own homes while creating jobs and boosting the local economy. Stick around when we return. Man jailed for 5 years for trafficking imported cannabis, and all Holding Bay prisoners transferred to new Lusignan Corrections Facility.
Give your home or office some shine. Fortune Investment Company. We provide reliable commercial and residential professional cleaning services in Guyana. We clean homes and commercial offices. Other services offered are floor care and tile polishing, interior auto detailing services, power washing, weeding and cleaning, and carpet, couch, and mattress cleaning. We are committed to keeping your homes and offices squeaky clean. Call us now at 592-689-7558 or 592-639-6365 or visit us at 3430 Jackson North Rumville, Georgetown, Guyana. Fortune Investment Company. When we say clean, we mean spotless.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for do a surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road, Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brick Dam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Sooner or later you will have another power failure. Are you prepared for the next blackout? Some essential equipment such as security cameras, lights, internet, gate motors, and water pumps may stop working. How can you prevent the next blackout? InverterTech has an affordable solution for you. A strong UPS system which uses the latest inverter and solar battery technology to prevent blackout. We smartly calculate your average power demand so you don't spend more than you need to. Call 223-2233 for more information.
Hey, this is your fancy vehicle and it's your house?
Yes, this is my vehicle and actually I'm waiting on my land. I'm actually renting this house for $50,000.
$50,000? You head more? You crazy? You mad? You head no good? Why you buy? Look, let me show you the light. Come with me.
Come on down to Fabulous Homes today. Pay $50,000 every month for 36 months or until you reach 50% of your house costs. Move in after 75% of the cost has been paid.
This is wonderful. Let's go. Sign me up.
Alright, let me go and dash away your landlord.
To explore our home ownership program, check our Facebook page for more information or come down to our office at Avalon Friendship.
Hey, Chinese, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
You got through?
Yes.
Call us at 227-1380 or 615-8740. Fabulous Homes International Realty, changing tenants into homeowners.
At Fabulous Homes, we bring your dreams to life.
Welcome back. Updating a story we brought to you yesterday, 30-year-old Andy Jainandan appeared in the Georgetown Magistrates Court earlier today to answer the charge of possession of narcotics for the purpose of trafficking. He appeared before Magistrate Delon Bess and pleaded guilty to the charge. Jainandan was sentenced to 5 years in prison and fined $5.4 million. On March 25th, Jainandan was intercepted by canoe officers on Seaburg Public Road carrying 12 pounds of imported cannabis worth $1.8 million Ghana dollars. In other news, Ghana's prison service has successfully relocated 689 inmates from the holding bay to the new state-of-the-art Lusignan Corrections facilities. The new facilities were built in keeping with international requirements following the destruction of sections of the Georgetown and Old Lusignan prisons, creating a safer prison with improved conditions for both staff and prisoners. Unlike the holding bay facility, prisoners are now housed in a dormitory-style setting with beds and mattresses. The facilities also feature a fire suppression system with adequate access to water. According to Prison Director Nicolon Elliott, the new facilities will offer improved living conditions for prisoners and a more comfortable environment. He noted that the question of overcrowding is no longer a concern. Over the years, Guyana's prison population stood at some 30 to 38% overcapacity. Additionally, the new facilities will facilitate new programming opportunities to help individuals better re-enter society. On a different note, the Men on a Mission Syndicate in Region 9 is constructing a new home for a single mother of 5, Karen Bernard, in central Rupununi after her home was gutted by fire. The Regional Democratic Council responded to the mother's plea for the assistance and provided the necessary reconstruction materials through donors and the Men on a Mission team in Region 9. The construction began on March 25th and is expected to be completed within the next 3 weeks. The Men on a Mission initiative aims to construct 50 homes for vulnerable persons in all 10 administrative regions, including the elderly, those living with disabilities, single parents, and victims of natural disaster. So far, 40 homes have been constructed through this initiative. The government has allocated $500 million in 2023's budget towards the Men on a Mission initiative, which aims to tackle toxic masculinity and promote integrity, productivity, and accountability through mentorship and humanitarian engagement. Don't go away after the break. U.S. school shooting. Attacker kills 6 people in Nashville, and U.S. aircraft carrier USS Nimitz joins military drills in South Korea.
Celebrity Pure Vegan Cuisine and Bar. We say vegan, we speak about 100% vegan. No dairy products, no MSG. From the cheese, the butter, the milk, everything we use here, it's vegan. Our breakfast, some of the special we have for breakfast: porridge, fried plantain, we have boil and fried katahar, boil and fried cassavas. We have soup of the day, which you all know. The main thing in that soup is the dry mushrooms as well as the bean curry. Young okra is a must with full ground food, split peas and everything up in that. Coconut milk is the main thing. Then we have the lunchtime. Some of the main dishes the people already is hitting on: the split peas cocoa rice, basmati and quinoa mix. A lot of people don't know what that, but you come down here, you get it. It's a replacement of rice and a great substitute in the vegan business. Then we have dal, corn, okra and carrots, edo leaves, chanchi down, coconut milk. There's so many side dishes, but one of the special things is the chicken that we make right here. We make sweet and sour chicken, strip chicken, jerk chicken. All of that is in-house, made right in here from scratch. In the evening, you know everything is up. We also carry a large variety of organic and natural products. Some of the products that we have here is the hemp. The hemp, that one is a very important product for the body. Proteins and everything to the max. We have the Corellia. This also is very good for the body. We have the Spirulina. Spirulina is very good for everyone, but men benefit a lot from that. After the Spirulina, we have the maca powder. These are all organic and natural powders for the body, especially when you're getting up there in age. You use these things as supplements. Black seed oil. On the internet, it said the only thing the black seed oil don't cure is death. And there are many more products that we have there, full variety. We have the natural juices we also make. We have from like the sorrel juice, the pineapple juice, mabi, ginger beer. All these things make from the bark or the natural powder. We do not use concentrate in this cuisine at all. Everything we do it natural. Also at the Celebrity Pure Vegan Cuisine, we have a well-stocked bar. Some people choose to have a drink when they finish eating. We need to make sure that they're comfortable, they're happy when they're leaving this place. So we do our best to provide the services that we think is required. Remember, this place are fully AC, and we cater for weddings, all occasions, birthday parties, anniversaries. So we set the place so that everyone can come, feel right, and understand what's happening. Come right down to the Pure Vegan Cuisine and Bar, 198 Camp Street again, and you will find everything you need to live to be healthy.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. Rescuers in Ecuador are searching for at least 46 people still missing after a landslide on Sunday night. At least 7 people have been killed. The mudslide in the city of ALAUSI was triggered by weeks of heavy rains. Al Jazeera's Barbara and Goku reports.
Witnesses say they heard tremors on the mountain before it gave way late Sunday. as residents were sleeping. Rescue workers are trying to reach those trapped in more than 100 houses buried under the earth. Survivors say they've lost everything.
The only thing I can say is that I'm so sad, so crushed, that I don't even know what to say. I'm so sad about my mother and how she used to serve me food every time I came here. And now, there is nothing.
Weeks of heavy rain before the landslide swept roads and bridges away. President Guillermo Lasso declared a state of emergency in 14 provinces affected by extreme weather and an earthquake earlier this month. He promised to visit ALAUSI to meet landslide survivors.
We are monitoring what is happening with the weather there to try to visit them today. However, the government is fully active, focused on the tragedy in ALAUSI.
Ecuador's rain season lasts another 2 months. People living in homes left standing in ALAUSI are hoping what's left of this mountain won't collapse. Barbara Angopa, Al Jazeera.
Meanwhile, United States President Joe Biden says gun violence is ripping at the very souls of the nation after at least 6 people, including 3 9-year-olds, were killed in a northern school shooting. The attack took place at a private Christian school in Nashville, Tennessee. Al Jazeera's John Henry reports.
Another school shooting, another community terrorized. At Covenant School in Nashville, shots fired, gunning down 3 children and 3 adult staffers.
There were so many police cars, and then the ambulances started coming away from the school. And that's when I had heard it was a school shooting.
Minutes later, in a school lobby, 2 arriving officers fire back.
The officers engaged her. She was fatally shot by responding police officers.
Investigators were left probing the car of the shooter, a 28-year-old identified as Audrey Elizabeth Hale, and what drove Hale to open fire on children.
I was literally moved to tears to see this and the kids as they were being ushered out of the building. There was a door that was entered. All doors were locked to our understanding, and how exactly she got in at this point is still under investigation.
The daughter of one Covenant teacher was texting with her mother, who said she was hiding with students in a closet and hearing gunshots close by.
It's disgusting, and I have no words. I'm just trying to process it all. It's so terrible, so sad.
From President Joe Biden, there was more consolation with little hope of action.
It's just, it's sick. You know, we're still gathering the facts of what happened and why.
Police say the attacker, a former student, was armed with a pistol and 2 assault rifles, a style of weapon the U.S. Congress banned in 1994, before allowing the ban to expire 10 years later. Biden again called for Congress to renew the ban.
And we have to do more to stop gun violence. It's ripping our communities apart, ripping the soul of this nation.
But on a divided Capitol Hill, he has no real chance of passing it or ending the decades-long series of mass shootings in America. John Hendren, Al Jazeera.
And internationally, a U.S. aircraft carrier, the Nimitz, has arrived in South Korea port of Busan as part of the extensive military drills. It is the first time the nuclear-powered warship and its strike group have visited the peninsula in 10 years. Al Jazeera's Rob McBride reports from Busan, South Korea.
In the seas to the south of the Korean peninsula, the U.S. aircraft carrier Nimitz launches its warplanes in joint exercises with the South Korean Navy. It's part of annual drills that are being scaled up again this year following a 6-year lull, and comes amid escalating tensions with North Korea. Calling in to the South Korean port of Busan, the show of force is intended to demonstrate America's commitment to its allies.
The U.S. and Republic of Korea alliance is prepared to adapt to new challenges and threats to ensure the security of future generations of Koreans and Americans.
Large-scale air drills have been held using the latest fighter jets, as well as nuclear-capable bombers from the U.S. Air Force. Live fire exercises have been showing off the combined firepower of the Allies' armour and artillery. Such drills enrage North Korea, which says they could provide a cover to launch an attack.
Some people might dabble with the idea of a preemptive attack or a strike against North Korea, but it's realistically impossible, and even more so with nuclear weapons.
The North has been showing its anger with a range of missile launches, from the heaviest and latest intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of reaching the mainland United States to smaller, short-range ballistic weapons, as well as its most advanced cruise missiles and even an underwater drone that it says could produce a nuclear tsunami. On Tuesday, state media released images of leader Kim Jong-un inspecting what it says are new tactical nuclear weapons and technology for mounting warheads on ballistic missiles. Undeterred, the US is due to hold more naval drills with both the South Korean and Japanese navies.
We all want more friends, so it's very important that we integrate and are interoperable with all our allies in the Western Pacific.
That's seen as important in tackling growing threats both on the Korean Peninsula and beyond it. The return of this powerful aircraft carrier group is sending a strong message not only to North Korea, but also to China, which has been rapidly building up its military might, especially its navy. The US seems to be stating in the clearest possible terms that it remains a significant presence in the Indo-Pacific. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Busan, South Korea.
This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is a 3-day forecast. This concludes today's Headline News Update. Tune in tomorrow, Wednesday at 7 p.m. with our next broadcast. For more news and updates, you can visit our Facebook and YouTube pages. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.